Hello guys, welcome to STEM Trainers. Now today we are going to see a very important topic in A level mechanics year 2, that is moments. Now students generally have lot of doubts in this chapter, especially in the tilting part that we will cover in the next coming videos. So let's first understand what is moment. So moment of a force basically measures the turning effect of the force on a rigid body. So now in this chapter we will be talking a lot about the rigid bodies, not the particles. Okay. So what is the value of moment? So moment is the product of the magnitude of the force into the perpendicular distance from its axis of rotation. So for example, let's take one example. For example, we have a point P here. There is a rigid body here. So we can say that there is a force F as shown in the diagram. So if you want to calculate the moment of this force F about the point P, so that moment will be magnitude of the force, that is modulus of F, multiply by the perpendicular distance of the force from the point P. As you can see here, this distance D. This is my perpendicular distance. So my answer is mod of F times D. Now there is one more important thing in case of moments is the direction of moment. So there are two directions. One is clockwise, second is anti-clockwise. So generally you can take for every question, you can just take clockwise moment to be positive and you can take anti-clockwise moment to be negative. So how do you find the direction? As you can see here, this is my force and this is my point P. So this force will try to turn this object in this direction. As you can see here, this force will try to turn the point P about this direction. So it means this direction is what? This is nothing but clockwise direction, correct? So from the force, you go towards the point P about which you are taking the moment. So this is like this. So hence, this will be clockwise. As you can see, the direction is clockwise. So it's always important to mention the direction. Or you can just mention that clockwise, you can mention before starting the question that clockwise direction is positive and anti-clockwise is negative. Okay, so let's try to find some moment of forces. So in first part, we have a force of 5 Newton. As you can see in the diagram, there is a point P. So we have to find the moment of this force 5 Newton about the point P. So our answer will be moment we know is equal to magnitude of the force, obviously magnitude of 5 is 5 only, times the perpendicular distance. What's the perpendicular distance? Is 4, right? So this is my answer. 5 into 4 is 20 and my units is Newton meter. And what's the direction? As you can see, this force will try to turn this about this point P in this direction, and this is nothing but anti-clockwise direction. So you can mention here this is nothing but anti-clockwise. Okay, now let's try B part. So in B part, the force is 10 newtons, point is P. Okay, so we know that moment will be equal to magnitude of the force, that is in this case it's 10, times the perpendicular distance. Now we know this distance. Let's take this point as A. We know the PA is 6, but that is not the perpendicular distance. So first you have to find the perpendicular distance. So drop a perpendicular from P to the line of the force. So let's take this point as B. So we need to find this distance PB. So how can you find this distance PB is if you can use sine theta. So sine 45 degree will be equal to x over 6. So I can say that my x value is nothing but 6 sine of 45 degree. So that is my perpendicular distance. So magnitude of force into perpendicular distance, that is 6 sine of 45 degrees. Now one last thing. It's always important to mention the direction. What's the direction of this? Now, this is my force and it will try to turn at point P in this direction, right? So from the force, you go towards a point. Which direction is this? As we can say, this is nothing but clockwise direction, right? So this is nothing but my clockwise direction. And you can find its magnitude, whatever magnitude you are getting, that's your answer. Okay, now let's try one example. So we have a system here. There are two forces of 4 Newton and 2 Newton acting upwards on this body. This body, whatever this can be a rod or lamina, whatever it is. And there is some downward force of 5 Newtons acting. Let's say this point is A, this point is B, this point is C. Okay, let's take this point as, okay, this point is already given as P. So we need to find the resultant moment about P. Okay, so let's first define this, or you can just assume this is clockwise direction we will take as positive. Clockwise direction we will take as positive moment, and anti-clockwise we will take as negative moment. So if you don't want to write clockwise, anti-clockwise, you can write positive or negative moment. But you have to define it first. You can just define it like this. Okay. So moment about P. So first let's find what's the moment of the force that is acting at B. Now this is 4 Newtons and this perpendicular distance is nothing but 4, right? Distance between P and B is 4. So moment of B at P will be 4 times 4, and the direction will be, this is my force, it will try to turn like this. So it will try to turn like this, right? So this is my clockwise direction. So this I will take this as positive. So 16 Newton meters. Moment of the force A at P. Now this is magnitude of force is 5. What's this distance? Distance between A and P is 1. So this is 1. And direction. So this will try to turn like this. So what is this direction? This is nothing but anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction means we can take this as negative. So minus 5 Newton meter. So minus 5 Newton meter. I hope you understand. Negative means anti-clockwise. So moment of C at P will be equal to magnitude of force is 2 and the distance is 2 also. And this will try to turn like this. So what is this direction? This is nothing but anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction we will take as negative. So minus 4 Newton meter. Now, they are asking about the resultant moment. So resultant moment will be sum of all the moments. So resultant moment about P for this system will be 16 minus 5 minus 4, which is nothing but 7 Newton meter. And this is positive, so it means it's clockwise. Correct? So it's positive, it means it is clockwise. So net moment is clockwise and the magnitude is 7 Newton meters. I hope it's clear. So these are the basics that you will be needing in solving the questions. How to find the resultant moment, how to take the direction. These directions are very important. Okay, let's try. Okay, so first we will see one note. When a rigid body is in equilibrium, the resultant force about any point is 0 and the resulting moment about any point is 0. So basically when a rigid body is in equilibrium, the resultant net force in any direction will be 0 and the resultant moment about any point on that body will be 0. So let's try one question on this and then we can understand this more properly. So a uniform plank AC of mass 5 kg is held in equilibrium horizontally. Okay, so this is the plank AC. Okay, so this is in equilibrium. And there are two supports at A and B. So at A and B, there are two supports. Find the reaction on the planks at A and B. Okay. So we need to find the reaction force at A and B. So what we are going to do is, first is, I think we discussed this in forces and motion also, or forces and friction also. So whenever a mechanics question is there, first try to analyze what are the forces acting on the system. So you can say that there will be reaction force on the plank in this direction. There will be another reaction force at A. Let's call this as RA, reaction at A. And there is mass. So mass of plank is 5 kg. Now this is important. Now this must be little new for you guys. So mass is 5 kg. So it's given that it is uniform. So uniform means we can assume that the 5 kg mass is acting at this point. Now what is this point? This point will be exactly in the middle. This is known as center of mass. So basically we can consider all the mass to be at this center. Why it is that? Because it's a uniform plank. This is important. Okay. So what will be this distance? This distance will be 2.5 meter. That is exactly half. And this total was 3. So this distance is actually 0.5 meter. So this is my diagram now. So now we have drawn all the forces. That's step 1. Second step is we will see what's going on about the motion of the whatever we have, body or particle. Now it's given in equilibrium. So equilibrium means all the net resultant of all the forces will be 0 in any direction. So as we have forces in vertical direction, we don't have any force in horizontal direction. So we can say that in vertical direction, sum of all the forces will be 0. Or you can say that sum of forces in upward direction should be equal to sum of forces in downward direction. That's the same thing. So let's say that net forces in vertical direction is 0. So therefore, we can say that RA plus RB will be equal to 5G. Or you can write it like this because you are just starting to do this. I think you must have done this a lot in forces and friction or forces and motion. So it's the same thing, right? Upward force is equal to downward forces, or net forces is 0. Now that's one equation. Now, second equation we will get is, we know that whenever a rigid body is in equilibrium, the moment about any point will also be 0. So now you can take moment about any point, right? From A to C, you can take any point in between, or you can take A, you can take B, you can take this center of mass, that is this midpoint also. It doesn't matter, right? We have learned in the previous question how to find moment about any point when multiple forces are there. So that is what we are going to do here. Now, but one important thing is, now RA, reaction at A and B are unknown. So in order to eliminate one of them, what we are going to do is, we are going to take moments about B to be 0. Now what will happen is, when you will take moment about B, the moment of reaction force will be 0 because perpendicular distance is 0, right? So if you take moment about this point, the perpendicular distance will be 0. So that's why what will happen is RB will be 0 moment. So let's write the equation. So moment about B will be 0. So let's first find moment of reaction force RA. So RA times the perpendicular distance. What is this total distance? This total distance is between AB is 3. So into 3. Now important is always direction. So this is my reaction force and this is my point. So obviously this will try to turn it like this. And what is this direction? This direction is nothing but clockwise. So this will be positive. Next is we will take moment of the mass, that is 5g. So moment of 5g will be 5g times the distance. Perpendicular distance is 0.5. Now let's see the direction. The direction will be, this is my force and this is my point. So it will try to turn it like this. So from force, try to go to reach the point. So it is like this. And what is this direction? This direction is nothing but anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means this should be negative. And then moment of reaction of B, that is 0, because we know that perpendicular distance is 0. So that's why we have taken moments at B. You can take moments at A also, you can take moments at M also, C also, whichever point you like. It doesn't matter. But it's always easy if you take one of the point as A and B, A or B. Okay, is there any other force? No, that's it. So what's our answer? So from this we are getting as 3 times reaction force at A is equal to 2.5 G. Okay, so reaction force at A will be equal to 2.5 G divided by 3. So that is our reaction force at A. Now, what is our reaction force at B? So reaction force at B will be equal to, we know this, reaction force at A plus reaction force at B is 5G. So reaction force at B will be equal to 5G minus 2.5G over 3. And reaction force at B will come out to be 12.5 G divided by 3. Newtons. So that is our answer. I hope it's clear. So this is how we can use this system in equilibrium. So in the next video, we will see some of the more questions on moments and tilting. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers.